Hey guys, and JayDaYoungan brother thought that he could go and slide on the ops block, but the whole time he forgot that they were already watching him ever since the stuff happened to JayDaYoungan. You think that they was gonna leave him alone? No, they knew that he was gonna try to go get retaliation. They know exactly what type of person he is. They know how he's gonna try to go and get the get back and retaliate, right? And so when he went to go get revenge, they knew his exact plan and everything, so they followed him out the house. And that's why before he could do anything and get anybody hurt, they went and picked him up and literally took him down and cuffed him and brought him into the whole precinct and everything. And so now they're asking for $500,000 bond, $500,000. And JayDaYoungan and dad can't come up with that quick. They literally just had the funeral yesterday and had to pay for everything. And so now you got to look at the fact that FG Famous is looking at a lot of time. The fact that they didn't let him get out yet, and some rules say that he might not even be able to get the 500K bond if they let that even go through. But it's just a request at this moment. And so now they're quickly trying to figure out what team of lawyers and everything they could put together to try to see if they could get him out. But right now, what he did is already way too much for them to just let him walk out free and everything. Like, he tried to do something to the people who already did something, but in the eyes of the people that arrested FG Famous, they think that, hey, it don't matter if you trying to get revenge for your brother, but there needs to not be no more violence in the street. Like, they're trying to make it so not another person ends up getting caught up in this, in the crossfires and everything, man. And they're gonna pull up in some random neighborhood, like people at risk. So they were trying to stop that from happening, and that's why they got FG Famous. Now, the fact that they have the motive, they got him actually with the weapon and everything, the getaway car, the fact that he had all that on him and the mask and the rope to tie him up and everything, that's enough for them to say that he premeditated and went and actually showed up to where the location was that he got from the people who were watching the guys. And so that alone is going to be too much evidence for the judge to be like, no, we're going to give him a low bond. No, they're going to actually increase it more because they busted him. They got the whole plan. They listened to the whole conversation of him talking with his other hitman and everything. And so now that he got caught up and the fact that he premeditated all that, it's looking bad for him. He's going to be doing at least 5 to 7 to 10 years maybe. And that's if they don't find anything for him to be, like they say he's a good person, da-da-da. They might have to try to make a case, but that all goes to, who JayDaYoungan's dad actually gets to be on the team to try to get out his son, FG Famous, and everything like that, man. And so y'all got to open your eyes and look at the facts that you don't need to be sliding and trying to get revenge on anything. Let the karma handle it. But a lot of people, they quick to go get up. FG Famous, he was quick to go get up and just run out the door, man, and really didn't think about the people that was watching him the whole time. Like, the feds was literally just at their front door. And as soon as he released that music video, they knew that he was planning some type of get back or retaliation. That's why they kept the tabs on him. And that's why they kept sending people every single day to interview JayDaYoungan dad. And really, while they're interviewing JayDaYoungan dad, they actually got eyes on the back of their heads looking on a swivel trying to see what FG Famous is up to, because he was locked in his room blasting the music, and they were worried that he might be planning some kind of crazy situation to where he might pull up in Baton Rouge to the other guy's neighborhood and try to do something there, just like what happened to JayDaYoungan, and just do eye for an eye, you understand? And so now what you got to see is that JayDaYoungan dad never told FG Famous to slide, but they're looking at everything they can and say, hey, you better not have told that kid to actually go and slide and retaliate and stuff like that, because the only people that actually seen the guys that did this to JayDaYoungan was his dad. And so how would FG Famous know who to look for unless the streets was talking and he heard exactly who it was. But when everybody's saying that there's no cameras in New Orleans and there's no cameras in Bogalusa and in that whole street, then who seen what happened? So it had to have been somebody outside other than JayDaYoungan and his dad. Or JayDaYoungan dad actually knows the people that did this. And if he knows the people that did this, then why would he go on TMZ on that interview and actually say he didn't know the people at all and he's never met them and he couldn't even tell them apart from a random stranger? So he tried to say he stuck to the story that he didn't know him. But when you look at all the facts and the evidence and you open your eyes and you see that the only way that FG Famous will be able to know who to go after in his retaliation that he got caught for yesterday or 2 days ago, the only way he'd be able to know who it was to go after is if his dad or some other witness had told him who it was, unless the streets found out. But how could the streets find out if there's no camera footage, unless the guys were out there bragging? But that happens a lot. A lot of people do go out and brag and say, we smoked this guy or that guy, or they take the chain and they show the chain and post it somewhere on like a fake account or something like that. That does happen, but up to now, there's nothing that had came out saying that the guys had posted anything saying that they did it or are bragging or are claiming the body. A lot of people that's in gang related type of things like this, they'll say that they claim the body, but who knows what it is. And so what y'all got to look at is the fact that somebody had to have told FG Famous who it was. He had to have found out on his own. And so the same way he found out, that same way that they're going to be asking him the questions on how he found out and how he knew where to go and who told him. And so it's really going to fall down on FG Famous, JayDaYoungan's brother, to kind of crack the code on who figured out the people that was there and why is it that the dad says that he doesn't know them, but FG Famous knows them. And when they scouted the whole neighborhood, the people in the neighborhood told the feds that they didn't see nothing happen at all. So then that's why they had to use JayDaYoungan dad's word. And that's why they didn't take him in for hitting that other guy that got shot in the leg and everything. And so if they used his words as official statement, that means he is the only witness and there were no cameras. So for FG Famous to know who to go after, the info had to come from the dad or a close source, allegedly. And so what y'all need to do is basically subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment down below, and let me know exactly what you think and feel about the situation, because it's getting pretty juicy now. So I'm going to catch you on the next video, and I want to say rest in peace to JayDaYoungan. And without further ado, condolences to the family. And basically, we hope that they get better. And we're going to see what happens with FG Famous. And if he gets out and if there's any more details that come out on the dad. And basically, that's it.